extra gear. 35-28. They bunch up on Thomas in the third. The Nets down by 7. Cam Thomas has scored 24 points on 8 of 11 from the field. Pull-up jump.
Everybody thinks about Kyrie and flashy and highlight reel plays, and those are all true. But I like that aspect of it.
But Nets haven't won so far this year. They're 0-2. Lost nail biters in their first 2 games.
Thousands and thousands of reps.
Cam Thomas. Finney Smith with no foul. Here comes Ben Simmons for Brooklyn. Walker. Now Thomas from downtown.
Here comes Simmons. The drive and set up for Thomas, a 3. Here's Thomas.
15 points.
Yeah. Thomas fires it. Thomas.
7 of 9 from the floor.
Well, and that's a tough part for a Nets team that wants to run when you're taking the ball out of the net. Doesn't allow you to get it and go quite as quickly. 41 points, 51 points, and overall the Nets, they have executed well, and there's a lot of instances.
Nets in front by 1, 9:35 to play in this opening quarter. Thomas early going for Milwaukee this season. He cuts the Nets lead to 2. Walker the fourth, getting ready to check in. Cam Thomas.
You get concerned. He's been quiet just in terms of how many shots he's taken. That volume will go up throughout the course of this month.
There, obviously, Adam Driver, John David Washington. Cam, team for him. Bridges takes it in. Gets it back, swinging. O'Neal, extra. Thomas. Official who noticed it. Bridges. Get it in. Thomas, shot clock down to 1. Thomas, that's a bomb! Left hand, rebound. Controlled by Watford. Nets are running with Thomas. Thomas. Cold-blooded! 74-66. They are shooting 60% from three-point territory. Thomas it in. That's a 1 of 7 in the fourth quarter. Thomas.
For sunshine, but you're right here in cold New York, so we had a beautiful day today.
I know, wonderful 7 free throws between these two teams. We're just 3 minutes into the third. Bridges lobs it. Thomas fires. Minute gone by in this fourth as Dinwiddie finds Smith on the baseline to attack. Kick out. Thomas, open look. Player reaction. Jacques Vaughn's press conference and a look ahead to Wednesday's matchup with the Hawks. It's all coming up next right here.
7 to shoot for Johnson. Nets have nothing going here offensively with the shot clock winding down. Thomas will hoist. Might start calling them kicks from a rose. The seal.
Thomas over to Cam Johnson. Back to Thomas. Relocated. Johnson turns the corner. Skip pass. The shooter KG misfires on the 3.
Here is Thomas. This is the guy that filled it up in the 2 half court.
He's done a good job early on in the quarter.
Here is Thomas off the screen. Got it ripped from behind.
You got to rip that down. Another second chance.
A couple of games absence with that orbital fracture in the max.
Cam Thomas become a passer.
Once Kyrie was traded a year ago, remember Cam Thomas went on that scoring binge? He's an interesting guy as he launched, cut down on the fouls, cut down on the turnovers.
That's it. You need 48 minutes or as close to 48 minutes as possible.
For this, the biggest thing, I tell people this all the time, I tell my kids, you're only good as your coach thinks you are.
It's the 2 for 1. Slow down Cam Thomas. His 3 is something else, Mr. Curry. On the kick out, Dinwiddie didn't want Cam Thomas.
Thomas, no, denied. Here's the dribble drive baseline. Again, out it goes. Thomas for 3. On a quick 5 out of the pocket of Taylor Horton-Tucker.
Out of nowhere, makes a great play. Follows that missed shot.
Will Hardy has said, yeah. They work the perimeter. And left side, right. right side. And THT drops his 24th point.
Missed the layup. Dinwiddie the other way. Point. Shooting practice, Thomas. Claxton, handoff. Johnson, swing. O'Neal, extra. Thomas. Rimming. Opportunity. He's trying to get on the board here. Thomas. That's a three. The coach forced to give it up. O'Neal is in there. Thomas hoists. Cam Thomas with 16 in the game against Stewart, the step back. And the three, and the foul.
And never looked back. Basically had them chasing them the entire game.
Thomas in the corner.
Swarming the basketball inside.
Top off, after picking up the dribble. We always talk about SGA doing that.
Let's get it rolling here with Smith off the penetration. Thomas lines it up. Bouncing off. Oh, what a snag there by Claxton. Thomas lets it fly. Puts it in. Lob it outside. Claxton. Thomas comes to the ball.
Off to Thomas. Playing with those stitches. Gets it back. Fires away.
Opening minutes, fourth quarter. Thompson now picks up Thomas on the switch. Cam pulls up.
Smith Jr. again. This time with the strip. Thomas will fire. Thomas will fire.
The leading scorer was 1 for 4 and had 2. Dennis Smith baseline right. Double team beneath the rim outside.
They can go up to the max to retain him, but they're gonna have some competition. He's a very coveted player.
First points of the game for James. Thomas, rainbow three. Did stay down for a second, so you did wonder something was up. O'Neal with the blow by of Vanderbilt. Good recovery. Davis with the good. Watford offensive rebound. Here's Thomas. Deep one. Got it.
Ever. That's a long time.
He's been spectacular. Thomas
From being hard, but was pulled to within 6. Thomas for 3. It's good. And so
From the nets the other way. Thomas, driven off the line by Coffey, puts up a contested feed. Off the rim, O'Neal the offensive board. Thomas is open.
5:35 to go in the first. Championship Sunday coming up. Maybe a football.
We got picks.
Through. Cam Thomas, 3, arcing. He wants to calm things down. Thomas says, no, I'm going to fire up. Thomas coming off 37 in the win against Houston. Thomas will pull. Simmons was able to poke it back to O'Neal. Missed that one. Simmons keeps it alive. Thomas. Gordon Clarkson. Thomas is 3. No. Bridges the board. Off to Thomas. He will fire.
chasing you around.
That's a good question, Richard. I actually don't know.
Really gotten good at that step back this season, Maxey.
Problem tonight because again we're not back 7:30, 8 a.m. on Friday morning.
Yep.
So if they find a couple more pieces, which I expect them to.
No open look for Pat Beverly that time.
Thomas with 12 already. 40 pieces in a row at the end of the season. Wanted 50 against the.
I first met Tim when he was just about 4 years old.
Thomas jumper on marks, likes. Allen to Claxton to Clowney.
Folks are just getting some of those loose balls, 50-50 balls.
Cleveland, right after the trade deadline, they were very short-handed in that game. Thomas fired. That lead that was 10 is down to 1. And Thomas elevated over 6. Bridges for Thomas for 3.
It's some amazing nachos.
Of course it is. Wilson, Thomas to shoot. Thomas 2 to shoot. He will. And here's Thomas. Catch, fire, and Boston's obviously an excellent team. Here you are down 13. Thomas. Here's Thomas. Thomas sidestepping 3. Cam Thomas. Thomas still in 2014 with the UConn streak for them since 2018. Thomas out of the corner. It's just taps it out. Finney Smith works the baseline. Out to Cam Thomas. An open three.
Jackson, another move there. Just struggling a little bit, but forcing.
Here's Schroeder. Leaves it for Thomas. What's he going to do? Cam Thomas going one-on-one with Richards in front of him. Thomas. They've made the playoffs each of the last 5 years, but they're in a tough spot right now. Finds Claxton. Thomas.
Those are the two things I'm concerned with, but also help. You have to be helped.
Added to Schroeder, and the Nets reset with a fresh 14. Boy, Kuro nearly picked that up cleanly. Can't quite get it back. For the Cavs, they've looked for that juice, Brad. As Tom with the Cleveland Sharks, the Cavaliers NBA G League affiliate. Put up some big numbers there. Sharp now in the post. Shot clock's all the way down to 2. Oh, brother, Thomas got fouled.
Thomas for 3. The season's final 15 games. Thomas.
23 to go in the third. Bridges. Out to Thomas. He fires.
Shrapnel is appropriate.
Largest lead of the night for New Orleans. A little closer. Thomas wide open.
Sharp to Bridges. Back up top, Thomas.
And back into the lineup. Late scratch against the Bulls. That 9. Schroeder, Dorian Finney. Kick out to Cam Thomas.
Scoring, but he said his attitude has not waned. He has still been as professional as ever. Thomas, the shake and bake. With the ball in their hands. Good ball movement. Thomas open. Another turnover. 13th of the game for the Bulls. Thomas in transition.
That's an area they are very vulnerable, but it's good to see the Nets taking advantage.
Thomas, the disc. Got 6 of their final 9 games, including tonight here at Barclays Center. Thomas. Lakers 6 of 15 from three-point range. Thomas looking for the answer. Thomas lets it roll. Scoops it up. 2 for 1. Takes it. Oh, he hit. He has that look in his eye again. Sidestep 3. Thomas. Second chance for Brooklyn. Wilson knife through. Swing it. Thomas. Open.
With a big spin step in, McConnell nearly came away with a steal. Thomas is going to throw it up there. And Thomas, jab, jumper, 68. Cam Johnson getting ready to check in along with Noah Clowney. Thomas.
Schroeder, leave it. Thomas trailing. No hoist. Rebound inside Finney Smith. Thomas on the reload. His 3. Double comes. Schroeder, kick it. Thomas, quick trigger. In this third quarter. Rodford lost it. Got it to Thomas. A lot of space.
Jump shot. Thomas steps into it. He takes Claxton. Extra. Shot clock down to 4. Thomas lets it fly. Needs some help. Thomas comes to the ball. Thomas fires. Half-court set leads to the Thomas clock at 5.
Bogdanovich could help defense. Thomas launches a 3.
Again underneath.
Thomas thought about it.
And a little lackadaisical on the shot. Thomas trying to find the reads.
It was the last couple of games, first secure home court in that first round.
Thomas.
Number 9, we're used to this guy being it, Cam Thomas, but not the case so far. Thomas, the rainbow, the matchup would fall into the play, and the Sixers would be the 6 seed again. Stay tuned for post-game live. Amy Mark in the...
And he said we need to see KO hit some more shots. I want to see Mo Bamba get